Hi everyone, Dakota again from becomingaprogrammer.com. In the last video on building a Hacker News clone in AngularJS, we went through adding the libraries that we're going to be using and linking them to the project by adding script tags to the bottom of our index.html file. And in this video, we're going to test Angular and make sure it's working properly. So what I usually like to do here is add a div with an ng app directive added, and then I'm going to add an input, and I'm going to add an ng model to it. Ng model directive, and we are going to call it name, and then below that we're going to add a header, and we're just going to enter a little greeting here, and then we're going to put in the name. Okay, so now when we load this up in our browser, it should be working. We should be able to type in this input and then see our name come up. We're going to be running this project using Node. And if you don't have, you probably won't have this code if you're working along with me. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to, in the root of the project, you're going to type touch server.js, and when you hit return, this file will be created, but it'll be empty. And then this code is on the blog. You can just copy this code here and paste it in here. This is our server.js file. It's going to be we're going to be able to run. Once you have this file in the root of your project, you'll be able to call this command from the root, node server.js, and it will come up in the browser. Except the first time we do it, we're going to get this error saying cannot find module express, and that's because we haven't run npm install. So basically, Express is a node module, and there are no node modules in this project yet. So what we need to do is we need to create a file called package.json. So you would be doing touch package.json, and then you'd hit return, and you would get a blank version of this file. And again, this is the contents of that file. So if you want to paste it, you'd click on this, and then you could copy that and paste it in here. And then once you have the package.json file saved in the root of your project, you'll want to run the command npm install, and then it'll take a little bit to do this, but what it's basically going to do is it's going to create this node modules folder and fill it in with all of our dependencies and dev dependencies here. But as you can see here, now we've got a bunch of files in our Git repository, over 100 files that are added there, and we don't want that. So what we actually want to do is go back into our gitignore file using nano. Actually, we haven't done that. We haven't created that here. So nano.gitignore, that's creating a gitignore file. And then we have it open in the editor. And what we want to do is type in node modules. And then, as you can see down here, this is Control O. I'm going to type to write this out to that file. And now I'm going to hit return to confirm the file name .gitignore. And now Control X to get back to my regular terminal. And you should see all of these disappear. These 5,000 changes should hopefully go away. He said very hopefully. They definitely should, because we've added the git. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now we have the gitignore in our project. And that's what we wanted. And now now that we've got those ignored and we have node modules in there with Express and everything, we can try out our node server.js command, and you can see we get this server started console log here, and now the app is listening on 8080. So what we can do is we can go to localhost 8080 in our browser, and you can see we've got hello, my name is. Now when I type in Dakota here, there is my name. So that is working, and so now we can I'm going to create another terminal tab here and leave the server running, and then I'm going to add these changes to version control, and I'm going to add gitignore and test Angular functionality. And just in case you're wondering about this git CI, it's actually a git alias, and you can feel free to check those out. Just Google git alias, and that basically shows you, like, you can copy these, except for it won't work because of the $signs, but just if you copy them one line at a time, that'll let you use those shortcuts that I'm using. Okay, so in the next video we'll be bootstrapping our Angular app and adding UI router. Thanks for watching.